It's a big thrill, but very humbling at the same time to be receiving an accolade from the prime educator in your home city. I think that's what makes it special, that sense of recognition in your hometown by an institution like Belfast Met with the reputation they hold. It's a special day for me. There are just no 2 days the same. So on the one hand, you're occasionally involved in big building projects with architects or builders. The next day you're maybe fighting over the price of a pint with suppliers. But all through it all, it's all about the people, whether they be your customers or your staff or your suppliers or whatever. There are so many people in the hospitality industry, and I think those that work in the industry draw their energy from the people they meet day in and day out. I think Hastings Hotel's success has been a long time in coming. Nothing happens overnight. I'm happy that others regard us as successful. I see us as being on part of a continuing journey. It's very much running a race against your competitors. But the lovely thing is how the tourism market year on year is growing, that we're a race in which more competitors are joining us. And so success is really for others to judge, I guess, rather than me. I say give it a go, especially if you're not quite sure what you want, because there is so much variety in hospitality, and if you have the right attitudes, the skills that you require can often be learnt on the job. We need people who are flexible, we need people who want to work hard, we need people who like people, but within that there are so many other disciplines. Belfast Met's ideally positioned to offer upskilling to the existing workforce, and I think it's fantastic that they've acknowledged that that's a vital role for them. So often in society we see society's role as being to prepare people for work, but then as soon as they're in a job, that's an end to it. But that's just where it starts, and Belfast Met's ideally placed to help people who are just starting off on the career ladder to realise their full potential. That's a vital role for any education facility like Belfast Met to adopt, but the fact that you have first mover advantage puts you in the vanguard. I suppose it depends how far you want to go. What we pride ourselves on is recruiting from within. So we have general managers in our hotels who by any stretch of the imagination would be described as well-paid individuals, have started and worked their way up through the ranks, either from starting on the floor or coming in through our graduate management trainee programs, and over a course of maybe 10 to 12 years have worked their way up through the system in order that they can compete for the highest posts in the organisation.